All right, we're looking at the MCert 2023 course, Term 2 coursework assignment. It's just a prep really for the coming exam, which is next week, by the way. So we want to move on with this. Okay, we're going to solve the equations. We're doing question 1e, and we've got 3x on 10 equals x minus 1 on 2. So let's have a play with that one. I'll restate the problem. So here we go. So it's going to be 1e. And I've got 3x on 10 is equal to x minus 1 on 2. Okay, so with these, there's lots of ways of doing them, but at the end of the day, if you've got a fraction, an algebraic fraction, on either side of an equal sign, you can just cross multiply. And it doesn't really too matter which way you do this. So I could go, for example, I could go 3x times 2, and that would give, well, 2 times 3x is going to be 6x. I'll just write that in now. 6x is equal to, and I've got 10 times x plus 1, which is 10 times x minus 1. There it is. Now, it wouldn't matter if I ended up with the 10 brackets x minus 1 on the left and the 6x on the right. Makes no difference at all. So if, to demonstrate what I'm talking about, so if I started off by going, well, what's 10 times x minus 1, then I would get 10 and an x minus 1. And I got a 2 times 3x is going to be 6x. 2 lots of 3x is 6x. And this is exactly the same, it's just the other way around. So what was on the left is now on the right, and what was on the right is now on the left. It makes no difference at all. So don't be concerned about which way you do it. I actually prefer it this way around because in terms of planning, I've got all the positives now on the left-hand side. And I'll show you what I mean by that. Because when I go 10 times x, I get 10x. And if I'm going to later on take away 6x from my 10x, I get positive 4, rather than taking the 10x away from the 6x, which leave me a negative 4, which doesn't matter, by the way. But it's just more convenient. I just like positives rather than negatives. Right, so 10 minus 1 is minus 10, and that's equal to 6x. So now I can go ahead and say, let's subtract 6x from both sides. Let's subtract 6x from both sides. So now I've got a 4x minus 10 is equal to a 0. I'm going to add 10 to both sides. There it is. 10 and minus 10 is 0. And I've got a 4x is equal to 10. Now I'm going to divide both sides by 4. Here we are, divide both sides by 4. Is x now is equal to 10 on 4. Well, I can simplify that by saying, well, I can divide this by 2. I can also divide this one by 2. When I divide this by 2, I get a 5. When I divide this one by 2, by 2, I get a 2. So I'm going to get a 5 on a 2. 5 on 2 is the simplification of 10 on 4. And that is my solution.